to be an up-tempo affair, Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
Think about it, BA. Are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron James out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Finney Smith in at the shooting guard position.
And he's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Here's Doncic. James outside. Fires the three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. Holmgren with a screen on Hachimura. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Screen by Holmgren. Dort for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
James with the ball. Caruso covers. Back to James. Doncic on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Thunder have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
Thanks for that, Allie.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Doncic passes to James. 5 on the clock. Caruso against Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. From downtown. And there's James on the assist by Doncic.
Well, instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Vanderbilt. Outside, Williams. There's a screen. Shoots a fadeaway. The Lakers with a rebound. Here's Finney Smith. And it's off from 3-point range.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Vanderbilt, no good. Holmgren with it. Picked up by James. Screen by Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The long-distance 3 is buried.
SGA from way out there, knocking down the 3.
For three, James. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Here's the 3. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith. Vanderbilt, a screen on Holmgren. Knocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. 4 seconds left. And it's laid up and in by Williams. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers, hitting 3 trays in the quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court for the Lakers, they've got James. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
James with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And it's Hachimura missing. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Pass to Holmgren. Dort for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
The Lakers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And the basket by Hachimura.
Yeah, and this is a tough one to figure out because Rui hitting the 3 makes him really difficult to check.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Williams. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The lob. Very well done. And the Lakers lead by 3.
So good at reading the defenses and James anticipating when they overcommitted.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. From deep. Great D that time from Holmgren. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander, screen on Hachimura, inside. The kick out to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 7.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
James, a screen on Caruso. Doncic passes to James. James from distance. Easy work.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
A minute 4 left to play in the first half. They get the rebound. Outside for Dort. Fires for 3. Rebounded by LeBron.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
James, a screen on Caruso. From deep, here's Doncic. James passes to Doncic. Outside Vanderbilt. The 3. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Caruso. Williams from long range. Offensive rebound. Launches it. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by Holmgren. The 3, James. Oh, back at you. LeBron.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Oh,
Man, hits it.
He did! Wow!
How do you do that?
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
I'm thinking back to the first half, and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's Topic. They've got Cason Wallace. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Isaiah Joe, and it's Topic in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Pass to Reeves. 3-pointer. Joe grabs the miss. Thunder leading by 4. And last season, Brett, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36-5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
There's the drive. Pass to Kleba. Shoots over Hartenstein. The Thunder with the rebound. Wiggins with a screen on Milton. Up top, Wiggins. Joe on the wing. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. That one is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Left side Reeves. The shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Reeves has got his first bucket in this one. Wallace outside. 3-pointer. And another miss by Oklahoma City. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Reeves with the ball. Joe covering. Kleba with a screen. And here's Reeves outside. The rebound by Wiggins. Thunder with a lead. Joe, pass to Hartenstein. This one for three. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Hayes, the pass to Kleba. Reeves with the ball. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Milton passes to Kleba. Kleba with a screen. Milton. Joe grabs the miss.
That's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Kleba finds Reeves. Lays it up and banks it in. Reeves has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Hartenstein a screen. Topic for three. It's rebounded by Kleba. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Hayes up top. Watched by Wallace. Milton for three. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead. 58 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Topic. No made baskets yet. Here's Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Beyond the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Outside Milton. For the tie. And he lays it up and in. Milton's got 5 now.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Wallace outside. Wiggins with a screen on Milton. Wiggins right side. Here's Topic. Up and in from the low block. And the Thunder lead by 2.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Reeves outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3 quarters of play and a close one. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Lakers, Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's James. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Los Angeles now. 2-point game. James outside. Doncic outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged.
Holmgren reaches up and throws it down.
Timing like this will serve Holmgren well. Leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Drills it from deep.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And the shot's good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Caruso against Doncic. James outside. And the foul on Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Thunder leading by 3. Dort for 3. That shot off. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. The 3 is up. Luka! Lethal!
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Gilgeous-Alexander against Vanderbilt. Lets the 3 fly. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Vanderbilt with the block. Now the Lakers moving it up. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso, the open look. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And the Thunder lead by 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Doncic with it. Caruso covers. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. James outside. Shot clock at 2. Another shot. Rejected by Holmgren. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Doncic, here we go. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Doncic outside. Out to James. Back to Doncic. They need this. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Williams passes to Holmgren. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
And knocks down the 3.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Dort, right side. Outside, Williams for 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The 3, James. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. And one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Irving is out there with Christie. And it's Davis in at the center. Now here's Thompson. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
To the inside. Williams finds Dort. Five on the clock. Fires from deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Christie. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
And that one's good, Caruso.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Clock at 2. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now Irving, after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Christie against Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso sets the screen for Williams. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Christie. Latrey. Caruso grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Pass to Christie. On the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. Christie the pass to Thompson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Christie can't make it. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And so Caruso nails both of them. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Christie. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Irving up top, defended by Dort. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. And Davis can't get it to go.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Dort wide open. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Davis with a screen on George. Nobody near Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds Dort. Beyond the arc. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Christie is out there with Irving, and it's Davis in at the 5 spot.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving passes to Washington. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal. And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Thompson. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. At 3 off the mark. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Washington sets the pick for Irving. It's up a 3. No good that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Right side Irving. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable simply for the love of the game.
Clock is at 3. George offline with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9. Mavericks trailed by 3. Irving dishes to Thompson. Pass to Washington. Davis with a screen on Williams. And Thompson kicks to Davis. From downtown. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A 3. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Well, Luke Dort expanding his skill set, now able to run pick and roll action. Go ahead and dictate some offense, Lou.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him. And now an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
It's stolen by Davis. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Washington. On the wing, Irving. Washington sets the pick for Irving. No good with the triple. It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And on the way from Irving. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And a huge three there to chop the lead down as we go into the break.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Wiggins is out there with Topic. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Wallace in at the 1. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Powell for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the emphatic three-point answer from Dwight Powell. Nice.
Wallace against Dinwiddie. Hartenstein with the screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Joe. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
In the corner, Lively with it. Lively sends a screen for Dinwiddie. No good from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And the Thunder, another 3.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Joe. He's defended by Exum. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Topic. From the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. 3 on 3. Now here's Powell. Marshall sets a screen for Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Here's Topic. Still yet to score. Pass to Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen on Dinwiddie. And it's blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Two on the clock. 3 from the inbound. And Lively pulls it down. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Wasted no time on that one. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
To the wing on the left. Wiggins passes to Joe. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Pass to Topic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. The Thunder with another miss. Dallas has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Powell, that's good.
Listen, what we know is this guy is a good finisher, and Powell now trying to extend that range, make people respect him out beyond the arc.
Joe with it. He's defended by Exum. Pass to Topic. Screen by Wiggins. Back to Joe. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And he makes that one. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Here's Topic. No scoring in this one. Down low. Here's Wiggins. Tries again. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Dallas.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hits it from 3-point range. Marshall's got 6 points in the quarter.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Joe passes to Wiggins. Hartenstein with a screen on Powell. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's Dallas as they end the third quarter with a 13-5 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Irving is out there with Christie. And it's Davis at the 5. Home in the paint. Oklahoma City trailing. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort misses. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Pass to Christie. And here's Irving. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Kyrie Irving is lighting it up right now, just letting everybody see every aspect of skill to his game.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Good on the 3-point shot. Christie's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
That passing ability complements Irving scoring so well.
Pass to Christie. Davis against Williams. Nice move. Davis kicks to Washington. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. They need this, and the shot is good.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Mavericks leading by 7. Outside Irving. 4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Outside Davis. Back to Irving for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Inside, Holmgren in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Under trailing by 7. Pass to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Christie. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Irving who brings it up for Dallas. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Fires the 3. Outside for Davis. Pass to Irving. The 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, another Tin Cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a 4th quarter he's going to want to remember.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Christie. Outside, George.
Well, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Clock at 6. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
A deep 3 from Irving. Misses there. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A narrow RIDA. Thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And now Dallas' starting group. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the 4. Then there's Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 2 guard.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Doncic outside. Takes the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And Dallas with possession. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Irving. Count that one.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Luka with so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Irving. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Irving's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Irving. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the 4th quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Now here's Thompson. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Davis slams it home.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis could put on the show in there.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Now here's Irving. 6 points for him. James with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Irving. Jacks up a 3. Doncic grabs the miss. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Again, Doncic missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Irving. Pass to Washington. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Out to Hachimura from deep. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Irving goes in. On the wing, Davis. Back to Irving. from the arc. And Dallas hits again from deep.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Outside Davis. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Over Hachimura. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Thompson, so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
Dallas foul. Christie. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. James outside. And Los Angeles, another 3.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor.
Irving for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The 3, James. The shot no good. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Luka Doncic, LeBron James out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Kleber in at the center position. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Here's Davis.
What you say?
Wow.
My goodness. Come on now. What determination on the boards. His work ethic really standing out right there. Well done by Davis.
Doncic finds James on the wing. Hachimura. Pass to James. And the 3 off target. The Mavericks lead by 5. Outside Irving. Here's Christie. He's checked by Kleber. Here's Christie. Still without a bucket. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Irving. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it.
Los Angeles ball.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handling. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
The Mavericks lead by 6. Irving attacking, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 14.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
And Doncic hammers it home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now here's Washington. LeBron with the rebound. Pass to Doncic. Doncic punches it home.
Doncic give me the full package. Superstar for sure.
Washington outside. Misses the three.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. And Anthony Davis getting downhill in transition.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Los Angeles ball.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Now here's Irving. 14 points for him. Count it. 16 points for him.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Doncic on the wing. Back to James. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving, the pass to Washington. Here's Christie. Thompson outside. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and the jam by Doncic.
Whoa! Not known for showing off. Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that?
Wow. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got 18.
Irving's so good and crafty at being able to get things done with a high percentage shot inside.
Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Kicks it to Doncic. Kleba, screen on Thompson. Here's Doncic. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so that brings the first half to a close. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. We've got Dwight Powell. Dante Exum is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Hardy in at the 2.
And I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Vanderbilt with a screen to the wing on the left. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for with his burst.
Marshall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Exactly what you've come to expect from Dinwiddie. A true combo guard will spread it around for you.
Here's Reeves. Yes, it's good. Reeves has gotten his second bucket. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Hardy. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Dinwiddie outside. Powell, a screen on Vanderbilt. Dinwiddie with it. Hayes picks him up. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Picked it out of midair. To three, Hardy. Pure from three-point range. Hardy's got 5 points now this quarter.
The D lagging on the break, and he makes them pay full price.
Hayes for three. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Hardy. He's got 5. Pass to Powell. Here's Hardy. Fires from deep. And the Mavericks, another 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Back to Reeves. Milton with it. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Nice move. And it's Milton. That time on the assist by Reeves.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Dallas. 6-point game. Hardy, pass to Marshall. Pass to Powell from outside the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Left side Reeves.
Dallas foul. Hardy. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:40 left in the third. Pass to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Goodwin passes to Hayes. Blocked!
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Here's Exum. It's rebounded by Goodwin. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Los Angeles shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Lakers trail by 5. Now here's Milton. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Shot is good by Reeves.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
Oh, man, he is so shrewd in screen and rolls. Dinwiddie is good at sizing up and analyzing the situation and then making the right decision at the right time.
The Mavericks pull it in.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Pass to Powell. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Powell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, when he's in rhythm, he's a threat to score from here. Gotta D up Powell from the mid-range.
And here's Reeves outside. No good there. Here's Hardy. Here's Powell. Over Vanderbilt. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Dallas Maverick.
All right, fans.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
You need to get up right now and get loud.
Here's Irving. Rui Hachimura is out there with James. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Maxi Kleber, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic hammers it home.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now here's Irving. Drives to the hoop. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
James, a screen on Washington. Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And here's Doncic outside. The Luka three. Money.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer. As competitive as they come.
Here's Irving. Washington outside. Davis, the pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Davis. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Soft touch off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second. Half.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Irving with it. Finney-Smith's there. The three from Washington. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. Doncic on the take. The 3 ball. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Outside for Davis. Off the mark there with a 3. Lakers trail by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Oh, Doncic from way out there.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. And that time also a missed shot. Los Angeles has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this 4th quarter. Back to Doncic. To take the lead. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Here's Irving. Left side Davis. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Out to James. Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Davis finds Irving. Davis a screen. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Thompson with a steal. They're running. Here's Irving. Oh, wow! A huge basket. basket to tie the game.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. That's why you give him the rock. Doncic deserves the ball because he can deliver in the clutch.
Irving, the pass to Washington. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Back to Irving for the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Welcome, everyone. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The post-pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Caruso in at the 3. And for the Lakers, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Kleba in at the 5. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got his second bucket.
And once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Misses the 3. Williams against LeBron. Doncic outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 6 points.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Lakers. That one falls.
Oh, silky smooth shot there by Gilgeous-Alexander. He knew the floater was the right move to beat the defense.
Now here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Holmgren with a screen on LeBron. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Trains the 3-pointer. He has 5.
And this is the kind of fire Gilgeous-Alexander plays with. How about the response there?
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect for the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Now here is Hachimura. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes.
Pass to Holmgren. Doncic with it. Dort covering. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic against Dort. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
For such a big dude, all he needs is just a little bit of daylight, and LeBron is going to be hanging on that rim.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Now, here's Kleba. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Hachimura with a screen on Williams. 3-pointer. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Caruso kicks to Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. To the paint. They get a hand on it. James looking around. Got that one up quick.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Williams. Launches a 3. That shot misses. Williams against Doncic. James a screen on Williams. And here's Doncic from the arc. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Unloads. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Leading by 5. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
Kleba with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Doncic throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hachimura the pass to Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. 12 points for him.
And great awareness of the situation. Gilgeous-Alexander sensing the chance for the steal and just taking it straight up on the break.
He gets it in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
On the clock. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Holmgren wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguarded.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And a wide open look for Hachimura. Here's Doncic. Now here is Hachimura. Still scoreless. Second shot opportunity. Doncic powers it home.
There's no end to the ways Doncic can score.
Thunder trailing by 5. Holmgren with a screen on Hachimura. Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:04 left in the first half of the game. Here's the 3. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got 6 rebounds now in the game. James on the drive.
He is just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder by the defender, look, it's over.
A putback. The putback is no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Jalen Williams. Wallace is checked in for George. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for James. Here's the lob. And LeBron flies through the air.
And then creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hachimura against Caruso. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Mitchell. On the wing, Williams. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll return shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin into the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
A 3-pointer, Wiggins. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 12. Vanderbilt kicks to Goodwin. Hayes finds Reeves. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Out in his own on the break. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Reeves. Wallace covering. Reeves against Wallace. Fires for 3. Reeves can't hit. Under trailing by 12. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good on the triple. Wiggins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wallace against Milton. Reeves outside. Vanderbilt with the screen. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Lakers lead by 11. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Wiggins. Williams sets a screen for Wiggins. Back to Williams. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 11. Milton with it. No scoring in this one. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Goodwin finds Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a screen on Wiggins. On the wing, Reeves. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. And the wing jumper offline. Thunder trailing by 11. Wallace dishes to Williams. Joe in the corner. Wallace outside. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And they're moving it up. And here's Reeves outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Reeves has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And it's Wallace penetrating, and the dunk by Wallace.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Hayes. There's the pick. Here's Goodwin. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Williams, a screen on Milton. A three ball. Wallace misses. Los Angeles leading by 15. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Goodwin kicks to Hayes. And here is Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. There's the three. Rebound by Williams. Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark. Can't hit that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Aaron Wiggins. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Wallace. And it's Joe in at the shooting guard position. Wiggins outside. Shoots the three. And no good. Good D by James. All sorts of time. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth, just get out of the way.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The three for Doncic. Knocks down the three ball. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
And it's so hard to take away the three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Williams, a screen on LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Hachimura with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Doncic Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kleba with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Doncic, here we go. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Pass to James. From past the arc. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 14. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The three for Doncic. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Doncic from deep three-point land. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Doncic. Williams sets a screen for Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go. And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. They led by as many as 18 points. From deep three-point territory, James the pass to Doncic. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Doncic has got 36.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fires from way outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
two teams that specialize in offense.
Points, points. I mean, these guys are going to go at each other, and we're just going to see who can get into the best flow in this game. Is it going to be the starters? Is it going to be somebody off the bench that comes in and really stabilizes what they're trying to do offensively? Somebody's got to get an advantage. So is it who's hot first? We're going to find out.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the 3.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Pass to Williams. The 3 is up. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Washington with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Outside for Irving. Shot clock at 5. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one's in. Nice feed on the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
Oh, that jumper is so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving for 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Williams with the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Caruso, a screen on Washington. Williams from long range. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Now here's Dort. Williams on the wing. Will it go? Nails it from beyond the arc.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
The Mavericks lead by 3. Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Irving missing. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Thunder. Caruso, right side. Irving against Dort. Back to Caruso. Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on Irving. Dort for 3. Davis with a rebound. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Davis a screen. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. That's good by Thompson.
And this is a good sign. Just Clay being aggressive and wanting to be physical on the offensive glass.
Pass to Caruso. Into the lane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Whoo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Out to Thompson. On the wing, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
Pass to Williams. And here's Dort. Williams a screen on Irving. Dort for 3. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 5. Here's Christie. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Caruso. That three's off the mark. Here's Christie. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for the Thunder. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the 3. Just 4 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Irving picks him up, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Dallas leading by 5. Washington, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's got 12 points.
And Kyrie looks to be ready for anything that the defense is throwing at him. He's in total control.
Here's Christie. And Dallas hits again from deep.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Davis. Thompson with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Washington. Now here's Davis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
There's not a spot on the floor where Kyrie cannot damage you.
Thunder trail by 13. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Back to Holmgren. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Here's Irving. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before.
Nice shot by Christie.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, nice finish from Williams on the alley-oop. I mean, that takes some real athleticism.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. On defense, the Thunder. 9-point game. And the three-pointer goes.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game.
It's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Irving looking around. Pass to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Caruso. Thompson's shot is off.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks lead by 10. Irving with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside for Davis. There's 42 seconds left to play in the half. Clock at 6. Here's Christie. Out to Thompson. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Dort against Thompson. Dort outside. Three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Caruso. And the basket is good. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Derek Lively is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Hardy. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Exum in at the 2 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. For 3, Hardy. No good on the shot. Thunder trail by 12. Picked it. And he lobs it up. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Dallas has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Williams from long range. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 14. Fires for 3. Powell, that's good. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Knocks it down from distance.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lively with a screen on Williams. Powell's shot is off. Thunder trail by 14. Joe on the wing. Wiggins outside. Driving inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Powell with a steal.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Thunder trail by 15. Joe with the ball. Picked up by Powell. Williams from long range. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 1:49 left in the third. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Powell outside. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Hits the trifecta. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Wallace. Offensive board. Williams from long range. Gets the three to fall. Williams has got 5 now.
Kick to the outside. Heads up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
Here's Hardy, and he drives in, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. On the wing, Caruso. Dort for 3. He's off on that one. And stolen by Caruso. From downtown. And Dort with the bucket on the assist by Caruso. So Dort's got his first 3 points of the game. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hardy. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Powell right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here we go. All alone. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Outside Irving. 1 second left. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so it's Dallas liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They hold a real solid lead right now. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Take a look at Oklahoma City. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. 2 on the clock. Irving for 3. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
This is where Kyrie can work some of his magic out there on the floor. Excels at getting the screen and taking advantage of any space he gets.
Holmgren, the pass to Caruso. No good with the triple. Dallas leading by 18. Pass to Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Thunder trail by 18. Now Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. There's Davis with the 3. Buries it from 3. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And the defense will settle for AD shooting threes. Better that than him going inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. That one goes in.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Again, Dallas.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The Mavericks lead by 19. Outside Irving. Nifty move. Washington outside. From behind the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Irving for 3. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 19. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
SGA from way out there, knocking down the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now here's Irving.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Drained it for 2 points. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The 3 from Holmgren. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 4 rebounds now.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Mavericks.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kyrie Irving.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Irving for 3. On target from range. Irving's got 31.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires from way outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And now the Lakers starting group. In it forward for them, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Kleba in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Irving for 3. The rebound by James.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Davis is checked in for Daniel Gafford. And here's Doncic from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Luka from way downtown.
And that one, good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Back to Davis. Irving finds Davis. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Christie. Now here's Irving. Here's Davis. The kick out to Irving. Over Kleba. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Kicks it out to James. Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You love to see it.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The shot's good from Irving.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, three-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West. an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
Irving makes the shot. Best at number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Again, Irving missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Irving against Kleber. Irving passes to Davis. Top of the key, Washington. On its way from Irving for 2. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. That quarter had to take a... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So the Lakers 5 right now. In it forward for them, it's James and Hachimura. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Doncic. And it's Kleber in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Irving, driving to the basket. On the mark with the 15-footer. He's got 11.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Well, that's the touch from Kyrie, one of the most dangerous shooters in the game.
Doncic feeling it out. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Wall.
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Outside Irving. Davis sets a screen. To the middle. Tries it from 19, and it's Dallas with another.
Kyrie Irving is lighting it up right now, just letting everybody see every aspect of skill to his game.
Doncic against Thompson. Back to Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Doncic on the drive inside. Here's James. Doncic right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Doncic very comfortable down low.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Now, here is Irving. Finney Smith defending. Another miss by Irving.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Doncic against Thompson. Puts the move on. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Hachimura. Doncic with it. Picked up by Thompson. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. Here's Hachimura. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Irving.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. A rebound by the Lakers. Here's Doncic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Doncic has got 20 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Doncic. Hachimura kicks to Doncic. And here's the break. Here's Irving. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. It's been an excellent game. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. He's out there with Hardy. Powell is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Marshall in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Powell. To the right side. Pass to Hardy. 5 on the clock. It's blocked. And they're pushing it up. No coverage that time.
Austin Reeves.
Reeves has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And here's Hardy from deep three-point land. Vanderbilt with the rebound. To the left wing. Here's Goodwin. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Exum. Pass to Hardy. From deep. It doesn't go for him.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hayes, no good. For Dallas, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming into the locker room at the break. And here's Hardy. That one goes in. Hardy's got 5 points now this quarter. LA's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Back to Reeves for the lead. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks leading. Here's Hardy. 5 points in the game. It's Powell on the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
He's in the post. He's defended by Exum. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Reeves finds Vanderbilt. Milton in the corner. Reeves left side. Here's Vanderbilt. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Marshall. Bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Off target with his 3. The Lakers trail. Vanderbilt the pass to Milton. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Hits the 3-point bomb. Reeves has got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Lakers. Pass to Marshall. Takes the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Milton kicks to Vanderbilt. Reeves in the corner. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Here's Marshall over Goodwin. Marshall can't hit. Lakers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Hayes. Here's Reeves. Back to Milton. No good on the 3. Now Exum launches it from deep. Misses the tray. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Lakers in the lead. Taking a look at the Lakers. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Kleba in at the center. Back to Doncic. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Hachimura finds Kleba. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Kleba's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Irving against James. This one for three. They grab their own miss. Davis dishes to Irving. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
Here's Doncic. Out to the wing. Kleba, the pass to James. Here's Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on top. And it's Doncic missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside for Davis. Pass to Christie. Irving from long range. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Drills it from outside. And it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Well, Kyrie Irving's creativity is indisputable. This guy can score it, but he is also an excellent passer.
Here's Doncic, and Davis sends it back. 3-on-3. Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Irving attacking and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers trail by 4. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. Doncic kicks to Kleba.
2 minutes remaining.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
6 to shoot. And a deep three from Doncic.
Listen, we know Klay Thompson prides himself on being an exceptional defender. And guess what? He has the length and athleticism to do just that.
On its way from Irving for 2. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 22 points.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Irving attacking. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And here's Doncic from the arc. James. And finished off by LeBron.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Irving can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here's Irving. D right on him. Over Finney-Smith. Kleba with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Doncic against Thompson. Top of the key jumper, no good. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Kept alive. Pass to Irving. And stolen by James. Doncic with it. They get it back. James finds Doncic. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Now here's Irving. From deep three-point territory. Off target with that shot. So a close game sees Dallas. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For great...